In many parts of the world today, the Church of Christ is growing at a dramatic rate. In Africa, 20,000 new believers are coming to Christ every day. And in Asia, by some counts, 50,000 become Christians daily. That rate of growth is encouraging to all of us. But we feel like asking, why not here? Why not now? Because God has been working among and through us in special ways, we desire to be part of the rapid expansion of His church and kingdom right here, up and down the West Coast. The purpose of West Coast Church Resourcing is to provide resources for the health and multiplication of Christ Church. Our vision is to see the rapid expansion of His kingdom through dynamic movements of synergistic leaders, contagious believers, and healthy, reproducing churches. Synergistic leaders are engaged with other leaders in prayer, support, accountability, and ministry. They're raising up and mobilizing new leaders for ministry.
It's amazing what's happening on the West Coast. There are 170 pastors that are connected to lead teams. And we're all reading the same books, having similar discussions, and being inspired in the same way. And all of a sudden, you get an idea and a sense that you are part of a big, dynamic movement.
I am so excited. I'm excited in what we do because I'm able to reach out to other cultures, learn what they're doing, and then learn my culture. Our church is growing, not because of what I'm doing, but the West Coast team prayed for me and my team.
A contagious believer is a reproducing believer who is sharing the good news frequently, practicing the spiritual disciplines consistently, and involved in generous stewardship. They are bringing others to the Lord.
You're able to spread the word without any hesitation. You're able to make these small influences, no matter how small they might be, on other people, that you're exposing them to Christ in some way or another.
Just sharing, making sure that every person you touched takes a bit of what you were able to give to them, and that they can pass it on and pass it on and pass it on, and that it doesn't stop.
And I became a believer. And, I thought to myself, if those people would accept me and embrace me and enfold me, then I could do nothing less.
For me, being a contagious believer for who I am now is using what God has given me with my experiences and what He has allowed me to have gone through to share with other women.
I think contagious believers are extremely important.
A healthy, reproducing church is making an impact in its community, providing services and meeting needs. It's planting and supporting new churches and faith communities.
My definition of a healthy, reproducing church is a church that has an eye on the mission field and is willing to give of its very self in order to connect with the mission field. We live increasingly in a culture that's post-Christian, that we talk about postmodern, that it's post-Christian. And for a church to give of itself, and one of the best ways of a church to give it of itself for that mission field, for the sake of the mission field, for the sake of the lost, is to give of its resources, give of its people, give of itself, to say, hey, we're going to start a new church because we'll go to any length, and another new church, and another new church. And those churches, they're going to start new churches because we need to connect this culture, that culture, every culture with the gospel of Jesus Christ.
A healthy, reproducing church is a congregation that has the vision to expand their territory. The mother should always be available in time, available in prayer, listening ear, maybe physical assistance as well, your presence. For the new church is a lot of advantage to their hope that one day they can birth a healthy new church.
We open the communication. We visit them once a month. We pray for them. We invite them to our church to share, and at the same time to activities of the churches, their entire congregation. We are visible to them. If they are needs, we train them and on many how-tos, and also the pastors who are in need, who is new in the country. So we help them in any process that we could. So the communication is always open, and at the same time our helping hand is always on their side and on their shoulder.
Each part is necessary to the whole vision: leaders, believers, and churches. Growing, reproducing, and expanding God's kingdom. That's our vision, to be a part of a dynamic movement of God, right here and right now.